Hello, my friends. The countdown gives me 3, 2, 1. The one was on 1 for like 4 seconds. We're doing a 3-color eyeshadow look today, and this is what we're gonna build right over here. I thought I would have one totally done so you can kind of see what we're going for with the 3 colors, and then I'm gonna do this side. I thought I was gonna just have the first 2 colors done, but then I decided, I was like, you know what? Maybe they're gonna wanna see me put all 3 on. So I'm gonna try to go through that more quickly. I'm gonna do less explaining there and the most explaining for that 3rd color on the outside. But I am using different colors today too, so I thought you might wanna see that. I'm gonna I posted duos yesterday of colors that just look really great together. And I'm gonna post trios later today of 3 colors that all look great together to just kind of ease some of the hard part of choosing, like, well, I don't know what goes together. I'm going to solve that for you and post colors that go well together later today. So this video is putting together a 3 eyeshadow look. This is when you add that 3rd color in that kind of darker, medium to darker family, it just kind of amps up the glam, adds a little pizzazz. So this would be for, you can wear it anytime you want, but I typically wear this for like an evening, a night out of some kind, or a special occasion of some kind. You can wear it to the grocery store. You can do whatever you want to do with this look. This is your life. You get to live it. So, download that brush guide if you haven't already. That's just for this week, just for this workshop. I'm going to take that down when the workshop is over on Sunday. So if you want that free brush guide with links to the brushes that I like to use, do that. And then this is day 4. So if you missed days 1, 2, and 3, you can click the hashtag that's on the description of this video, and that will just filter everything down so that you can see all of the videos from previous days. We talked about tools, a 1 eyeshadow look, a 2 eyeshadow look, and now today is a 3 eyeshadow look. So I always start with the base. This is called Candlelight. If you want customized eyeshadow recommendations, just comment on this video, recs or recommendations, and I will draft up recommendations for you. But this color just acts as a color corrector. It's canceling out veins and discoloration. It adds brightness to my eye. It is like an instant mood boost. I just instantly have more pep in my step. My eyes are nice and bright, and it has that blank canvas there. So then when I go in and put in my trio colors, they're not competing with that discoloration and darkness and stuff like that. So that's what Candlelight is for. Then my lid color, remember our formula is always 1 and 2. So always lid and crease. And then sometimes 3, sometimes the outer corner. We're going to use our 3 today. So this is Dusk Shimmer. It's this beautiful rosy brown. So it's still in the brown family, but it does have like a rose hue that I think is just so pretty. This time I'm going to show you, I'm just going to put it directly on the lid. You always can put it on the brush first, but when you get used to how colors perform, you may be able to skip that step. And this color is really easy to apply. So I'm just going to pat it right there on the lid. I went to the crease, but I'm not in the crease. So I'm just on the lid here, staying here and working that color in like that. Okay. So that is step 1. And I'm going to match the other side. Looks good. So now that was that flatter brush, the E25 on the brush guide. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use my crease brush. This is also on the brush guide, but this is in the Real Techniques pack. I could easily use the brush that is part of the Sigma. I'm just showing you different options, okay? So this shade is Mocha Java. It can go on kind of dark, but it also can be smudged out. So you get to pick the level of pigmentation. I'm gonna take it on my brush here. And then you see my palettes here. I'm gonna work it into my hand just because I want there to be less pigment. I didn't have to do that on my lid because I wanted there to be a lot of pigment. Here, I'm doing a little bit less pigment. And I'm going to look at my mirror here, and I'm going right here in this crease. I cannot emphasize enough how much of a light hand I have here. I am not pressing down. I'm just spreading the color in this crease area. You can see when my eye is open, I'm putting it right in this crease. That's why I like a tapered brush like this with a light hand back and forth. And then coming up onto my brow bone because I have hooded eyes. So I want to create that lift over here that I have. And I'm doing that with this medium brown color. Yep. See that? So that's just adding some depth and dimension to my eye and creating lift on the outside here. And it just looks great. So now I'm going to go back to that original brush where the dusk shimmer was. And I'm just going to make sure those two colors are nice and blended together. So right where those two colors meet, I'm just going to make sure that I just gently kind of tap, and I'm tapping and pulling down just to blend those two colors together, right? So just one bleeds right into the other. I really like this combo. I'm excited about what I chose. Okay. Then this might be my all-time favorite Shadow Suns color. It's close because there have been some limited editions that have come out, but this was a limited edition and it was so, like, there is just nothing more pretty. It's this like darker brown. It has a shimmer. It has a little bit of purple in it in the shimmer. It is just beautiful. Did I tell you the name? It's called Candied Cocoa Shimmer. There it is. Look at that. Oh, it's just so pretty. So this is a shimmer on my lid. This is a matte that I put on the crease. And this is another shimmer. So I'm mixing textures just for funsies, just for some interest, visual interest. You absolutely can do that. That's my favorite way of wearing eyeshadow. So I'm going back to my crease brush. So I use that for Mocha Java, but I also am using it for the Candied Cocoa. Okay, like that taperedness to it. Because I'm kind of mixing color, the colors are close enough. Like the Mocha Java color that's here is not really going to interfere with my outer corner color here. But if this color were a little bit lighter or a different color, you're going to want to use your quick change. Where's mine? Oh, it fell. I was like, I just had it yesterday. You could easily use your quick change sponge. That's why this is just so great, because then you can keep using the brushes that you're familiar with. You don't have to clean your brushes every single time, and you can get rid of that, most of that color, or whatever is left is not going to transfer in your look. So that's why those quick change things are just so great. Okay. So I'm going to take it from the wand, put some on there. And again, I'm going to work it into my hand, because I just want to be in control of the amount. It's so much easier to add than it is to take away. So now I want you to think about a triangle. So you have a dot here in this outer corner. You have a dot here, and then you have a dot up here. We're just going to connect those three dots and stay in that outer corner. I don't want to come down too far, although I can show you how to fix that if you do. I don't want to come in too far on the lid. I don't want to come in too far on the crease. So the way I like to do it, we want to follow this angle of this lower lash line. So if I were to extend that out, that's where I want to live. So I'm going to start my brush there, and I'm going to brush inward. Let me move my mirror over here so I can look this direction and lean in, and you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So I want to go inward, out at this angle, and pull it in towards my lash line. This is where I want to live. And I just keep doing that same thing, pulling it in towards that lash line at this angle. Do you see this angle that I'm doing? That's important to not get down too low where you have to do a lot of fixing. So again, go back to the wand, back to my hand, back to my eye. And I just kind of live in this brushing angle. Yep. I do come up because I want to come up and create that lift. And I just keep pulling in at that angle. Yeah, you see that? I need to get a little bit more on my wand. What I can't emphasize enough as well is just how you have to just keep blending. You have to keep going back to the wand, back to the hand, back to the brush to kind of create the look that you want. How much you use, you see me, I keep looking back. I'm trying to match that side. How much you use and how far you go in is all part of your creative expression. You get to decide. There's no right or wrong. I come up higher because I have those hooded eyes and I want that drama, right? So that's why I'm coming up a little bit higher maybe than somebody else who doesn't have hooded eyes or wants less drama. So like that's how we do it. These are your makeup looks and your eyes. So I'm just trying to equip you with the information. Thank you, Renee, for that heart. Equip you with the information so that you can create the eye look that you want, right? Okay. This side looks a little bit darker, but this side has shade and this side has light. So I'm actually pretty well matched if I look at it this way. So I'm just going to come over a little bit higher. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So that is it. The last thing there's two things you want to check. The first is that all of your colors blend really well, right? Which mine do. You could always go back to that lid brush. You could even put like a little bit more on that brush if you wanted to. Just a little bit. Just to make sure that that color is, especially if you pulled over the outside color too far by accident, go back to that lid color and make sure everything is nice and blended there. You also can go back to you can go to a clean brush or back to your Mocha Java brush and make sure everything is nice and blended up here. This is just a clean brush with some stuff left over. And make sure everything is nice and blended up at the top so that everything just looks like one color going into the other. Like you can see dimension differences, but you can't see where one color stops and where one color starts. That is the overall goal, okay? Now, let's say you come down too far. I actually did that on this side. I did a better job over here, but it's something that I tend to do. I have small eyes, so a lot of times it's inevitable for me. I'm just gonna take a little bit of concealer on a really small flat brush, and I'm going to extend up that lower lash line with my concealer brush, following right up that lower lash line and then blending everything out. And it just erases the stuff that gets pulled down at the bottom, and then you don't have it there anymore, and then it's great. Okay, so this side obviously has primer and mascara, but I'm not going to do that on camera because I'm going to do that on camera tomorrow. Tomorrow is eyeliner and then mascara. Application techniques, how to apply it, where to apply it, all of that. This afternoon, I'm going to post eyeshadow trios for you to check out. I hope this is a trio because if it's not, I'll add it because it's such a pretty trio. This is Dusk Shimmer, Candied Cocoa Shimmer, and Mocha Java. And then stay tuned tomorrow and over the weekend, I've got a special promo that I'm going to be running for this workshop only. It'll end on Sunday, so stay tuned for that. And I think that's it. Okay, go have an amazing Thursday. Go try these tips out. Let me know how it goes. Report back. Ask questions. But like, I tried this and this happened. What do I do? I can help you troubleshoot. You can always send me a text message. And if you want help choosing your customized colors, just comment recommendations down below and I will send that over to you. All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye.